User joined your channel.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hammerdown TV. Tonight the Pro Latemodels are live from the Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. My name is Brett Wheeler. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday evening as we're getting set for the first part of tonight's race. Last night, the Super Latemodels invaded Linear National Speedway. Tonight, Saturday night, we've got the Pro Latemodels here at Eldora Speedway. So, should be a fantastic night of racing to come here. If you haven't already done so, make sure you check out Hammerdown on Facebook, and make sure you give us a like, and make sure you share the video here live on Hammerdown TV. Get all your friends and family watching if they're not at the racetrack tonight. Make sure you get some kind of racing fix in here. Eldora half-mile racetrack located in Rossburg, Ohio. Tony Stewart's backyard, heat number 1 on the racetrack right now. You have Terry Landis alongside Thomas Coggins, Bryson DeFern, Trevor Collins, Eric Elmore, and Stephen Moore as green flag waves here on heat race number 1. Terry Landis out in front in the 661. You go back to the 118 of Bryson Daffin in position number 2. They're all rolling the bottom side of the racetrack. Daffin now looking to the top side in turns number 1 and 2. You see the 88 of Coggins up there as well. Battle for the race leaders. Daffin now gets alongside Landis into turns 3 and 4. 88 of Coggins into the wall. A slider there from Landis. Oh, he gets turned around, and that's going to give the 88 the race lead. The 420 of Eric Elmore, last night's runner-up in the Super Latemodels. And he finds himself into position number 2. The 42 of Trevor Collins back there in position 3. Bryson Daffin in 4th. Stephen Moore and Terry Landis. Your 6 cars here in the opening heat race of tonight. And there goes the 661 of Landis getting put a lap down. Elmore trying to fend off a charge here from Trevor Collins in that 2nd and 3rd position on the racetrack right now. Going through turns 1 and 2. We are halfway home. 4 down, 4 to 1, make that 5 down this time by as they come past the flag stand. And it's the 88 of Thomas Coggins who is out in front at the moment. Coggins with 5th quick here this evening. And he's winning this heat race here with just 2 laps to go. The 42 of Collins still trying to work on the inside of Eric Elmore in that 420 machine through turns 3 and 4 right now. Bryson Daffin working on the bottom side in 3 and 4. The white flag is out this time by for your race leader, the 88 of Thomas Coggins out in front. He's got a good half to 3/4 of a length straight away of Eric Elmore. Meanwhile, the 42 of Collins on the inside of Elmore, side by side. Elmore has the run coming off corner number 4. He will grab second. The win will go to Coggins. Collins comes home in third. Bryson Daffin fourth. Stephen Moore fifth. And Terry Landis in position number 6. So heat 1 done for this evening. We'll get straight into heat race number 2, our second heat of the night, and then we'll get into the 30-lap main event here. So starting on the pole, in the 1, 2, 3 car, it's Blake Mosley. Out of position number 2, it's the 24 of Mike Crawn. He finished position 3 last night in the Super Late Models at Linnell. Your winner from last night in the Super Late Models at Linnell, Nicholas Daffin in the 96, starts out of position number 3. The 8 of Cole Harvey will start out of position number 4. Cody Cantonwine in car number 13 will start out of position number 5, and out of position number 6, it's going to be Curtis Uphoff. So once again, 6 cars in this one, so 12 cars that are in the pits here at Eldora Speedway. As we'll go around one more time. Behind the Iracing official pace truck. Keeping on the 123 of Blake Mosley. And also your winner from the Super Late Models last night. He will look to go back to back. This time we're in the Pro Late Models though. We'll see if he can get the win and make it a sweep for the weekend. Mosley, Crawn, Daffin, Harvey, Cantonwine, Uphoff. Your 6 cars here in this one. 8 laps on the board, and we are green and underway here at Eldora. A little contact there from Crawn into the back of Mosley, and now Daffin to the inside, up to position number 2. Coming after Mosley for the race lead. Mosley rides the high side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Daffin through the middle. Cantonwine in the 13 as well. Up to position number 3. Cole Harvey on the inside of the 24 of Crawn, back for position number 4. They go side by side off corner number 2. Daffin looking to the inside, catches that inside wall, as does Mosley. He catches the outside wall in turns 3 and 4. So your front 2 guys just making a little bit of a mistake as Daffin gets into the outside wall again. Oh, into the heart, into the wall. Oh, there's something's broke on that race car, because he went for a wild ride into the wall. That's going to give Mosley an 1/8 of a gap between Cody Cantonwine in position number 2 in the 13 car. Crawn in the Bud Light number 24. He's made his way back up to position number 3 after starting on the front row. Falling back to 4th, even 5th, you can say at one stage of the race. 24 trying to come after the 13. That's Crawn in the 24 and Cantonwine in the 13. It looks like he might be just having a few connection issues. We'll see if he can come back, but if he doesn't, that's going to put Crawn into position number 2, and the 129 of Curtis Uphoff back there in position 3 right now. Mosley, as it sits, with a 1.8 second advantage over second place with 2 laps to go here in the final heat race of the night. Crawn into the wall. And here comes Uphoff to the inside, looking for the big slide job into turns 1 and 2. He does. Crawn fights back on the inside, side by side out of turn number 2. Final lap here in heat race number 2. Oh, Crawn got into the side. It's a drag race off the line of a 4. Mosley gets the win. Uphoff will grab second. Third will go to Crawn. 4th will be Cole Harvey, Cody Cantonwine, and Nicholas Daffin. DNF in that one in position number 6. So now we'll give the drivers a couple of minutes on the racetrack right now, just to maybe make some setup adjustments to their cars, as we do have our feature grid sorted out at the moment. So when the cars get on pit road and when the feature race is started, we will go through 12 cars. In fact, it might be 11. Because Cody Canton, one who was having connection issues, has just dropped out of the server. It looks to be connecting back in right now. So unfortunately for Cody Canton, one who was running second at the time of that heat race, when he dropped out, that's going to put him with a 5th place finish. It was. So we know he will start on the outside of row number 5. A bit of warm up here. So we've got the feature race coming up in less than a minute's time, so make sure you hit the share button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the like button here on Hammerdown TV. Check out Hammerdown on Facebook as well. Racing 7 nights a week. Tomorrow night the street stocks are in action, I do believe, and then Monday night the USAC wingless cars make their debut as well, I believe, either this Monday or the Monday following week. But check out Hammerdown on Facebook. Thanks to the admin team here at Hammerdown for allowing myself, Brett Wheeler, to cover the action here 3 nights a week and calling the action. Pleasure to work with these guys. And I'll be trading the microphone in for a seat tomorrow night. I can confirm that I will be racing the street stocks. Looking forward to that one. I was going to be racing last week, but unfortunately I did have other broadcast commitments. But Sunday nights are free, and I've set Sunday nights to purely run with the Hammerdown Racing League every Sunday night, and I'm going to contest the Street Stock Championship. You'll hear me 3 other nights a week. You'll hear me on a Wednesday night, Friday and Saturday as well. It's feature race time here at Eldora Speedway, the Pro Latemodels. Ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole in car number 88, that's going to be Thomas Coggins. So he's outside at a position number 2. It's the heat race number 2 winner, the 123 of Blake Mosley. At a position number 3, it's the 420 of Eric Elmore. At a position 4, the 129 of Curtis Uphoff. At a position 5, it's the 42 of Trevor Collins. The 24 of Mike Crawn starts at a position number 6. At a position 7, it's the 118 of Bryson Daffin. At a position 8, it's the 8 of Cole Harvey. At a position 9, it's the 073 of Stephen Moore. At a position 10 will be the 96 of Nicholas Daffin. He will move up a row since Cody Cantawine has had some connection issues. And in 11th is going to be the 661 of Terry Landis. And in fact, that's Stephen Moore going to move up to position 7. Terry Landis moving up to position 9. Bryson Daffin in the 118 being given an EOL, I believe, from what would have been the contact in heat race number 1. Here we go, 30 laps on the board, green this time by. It is time to get after it, ladies and gentlemen. Coggins and Mosley on the front row for tonight's 30 lap main event. It's time to go. Let's get dirty for 30, and we are green here at Eldora. Coggins got a good start in the 88. Elmore up to position 2. He got on the inside of Blake Mosley, but Mosley now going to fight back on the outside through turns 3 and 4. He starts to rail the cushion, and he picks up position number 2 again. The 42 of Collins now going to go side by side with Eric Elmore. Eric Elmore getting past by a couple of cars on the top of the racetrack. He was stuck on the bottom. This time he's able to get to the top side in turns number 3 and 4. Battle on for 7th at the moment. Chrome was holding off a charge here from last night's feature winner, Nicholas Daffin. Daffin going to get past by Bryson Daffin. Bryson Daffin got near. Oh, second place car. Mosley gets into the wall. In comes Collins on the inside with a slide job on top of the racetrack. Mosley with a nice crossover as these two battle side by side off of corner number 2 into 3 and 4. Your race leader in the 88, Thomas Coggins, starting to pull away right now. But a great run there coming off turn number 4 there for the 42 of Trevor Collins. The gap is just over 1 second right now between Coggins and Collins. Mosley into the wall again in turns 3 and 4. Elmore had to get on the brakes. 1.050. Trevor Collins slowly but surely starting to reel in the 88 for the race lead as they all rail the cushion through turns 3 and 4. The fastest way around this racetrack. It's now down to 1.033, so he's not doing it by much, but he's taking off little bits and pieces. 7 laps complete right now, and I get the feeling that he might have just taken off a couple of tenths. He took over a tenth in that one, down to .883 between first and second. So Coggins still your race leader. The gap is getting smaller, I can tell you that one. Collins in the 42. He's lost quite a bit of ground there. He made a mistake on the previous lap, and that's now allowed the gap to go out to 2.11 seconds. Mosley hanging on to third right now. Eric Elmore now to the inside. Mosley gets the wall, and they're side by side off corner number 4 down the main straight away. This is your battle for third and fourth right now. Mosley back around the outside. It was almost like a dead heat as they came across the start-finish line. Mosley once again, he's just having a bit of a tough time in turns 3 and 4 with that outside wall. So third, fourth, and fifth are pretty much nose to tail. Mosley in third, Eric Elmore in fifth, and Uphoff in position number 5 in the 129, the black and blue car with a green outline of numbers. 13 laps complete this time by, and we are yet to see the caution flag rear its head out. Hopefully we don't have to see it. Hopefully we get the perfect race with a green-white checker. Collins out in front. The gap was 1.5 seconds on the previous lap. We'll wait and see what it is this time by. It's down, well, it's 1.499. So once again, it's the 42 of Trevor Collins trying to reel in your race leader. Uphoff makes a little mistake coming off turn number 2. He's going to slip a little bit further back from your fourth place running in the 420 of Eric Elmore. Mosley doing a nice job so far. We've gone past the halfway stage of this race here in the Pro Latemodels at Eldora Speedway. See all these drivers utilising the top side of the racetrack, the cushion, still by far the fastest way around this racetrack. Although there's still some moisture down low, it's when those drivers put the big right rear tyre on the cushion and it shoots them off like a slingshot. The gap for the race lead is now down to 1.066 of a second. Collins once again closing in on your race leader. I've just put Stephen Moore in the 0.73, a lap down. Eric Elmore literally all over the rear bumper of the 123 of Mosley in turns 3 and 4. He's the same there in 1 and 2. He's right there waiting to pounce on the mistake from Mosley. Oh, the race leader into the wall. That's going to allow Collins in the 42. He is right on his back bumper to the inside in 1 and 2. He can't make the pass. It's now 1:10, separating your race lead, and a battle is about to happen for the race lead because Trevor Collins in the 42, he has made his way back up to your race leader after being down 2 seconds in a matter of about, I'm going to say about 8 to 10 laps. Albeit a mistake from Coggins on that previous lap. He now finds himself back to the cushion in turns 3 and 4. 21 down, 9 laps to go. Here in the main event of the Pro Latemodels here at Eldora Speedway, right here live on Hammerdown TV. Collins, he has caught him. Well, it's one thing to catch him, but now you got to find a way around him, and you got to do it cleanly. You don't want to be that guy that's put the guy into the fence for the race lead, and I'm sure Collins is well aware of the fact that he might have a faster car, but it's all about trying to get past him now and doing it cleanly. Lap times, you're looking in the 15.7 bracket for these two drivers at the moment. Trevor Collins, fast lap with a 15.433, as we've got 6 laps to go here in the main event. 24 laps complete, flag to flag so far, and Coggins, well, he's led since the drop of the green flag, and Collins, well, he's been trying to reel him in for quite some time now. The last, I'm going to say 15 laps, he's been trying to reel in the 88, and he is more closer than ever. 1.166 of a second that time by, past the flag stand. We'll see what it is this time by. Through turns 3 and 4, Collins gets the cushion nicely. Mosley still in third right now. Elmore in fourth. You get back to Curtis Uphoff and Bryson Daffin battling it out for 5th and 6th on the racetrack. Stephen Moore going to go another lap down here as well. We've got 3 laps to go, 27 laps complete. The 3 flags you'd want to see for the perfect race is the green to start it. You'll then see the white and the checkered flag. Here down to the inside, looking for a slide jump for the race lead. Slider complete, but Coggins with a nice crossover, 1.5 to go down the back straight away. Collins got to the cushion in 3 and 4 first. Is he going to cross back underneath him? They're side by side. Oh, that's a dead heat almost at the line on the final lap. And here comes Collins with a slider on Coggins. Coggins puts it back underneath him. Now does Coggins go to the top? Yes, he does. Here comes Collins for a slider for the lead and the win. No, the 88 Coggins, he will get the job done. What a race, what a finish. Oh boy. Leading all 30 laps. Thomas Coggins in the 88 gets the job done. Trevor Collins in the 42 will come home second. Third is going to be the 123 of Blake Mosley. Eric Elmore in 4th. 5th went to Bryson Daffin. 6th was Curtis Uphoff. Nicholas Daffin in 7th. Cole Harvey in 8th. You go back to Mike Crawn in 9th. Stephen Moore 10th. Terry Landers 12th. And Cody Kenton-White, a DNS in this one. Well, an entertaining last 5 laps to say the least. We'll have a chat with our top 3 here in just a moment. We'll be right back. We got our top 3 ready to go now, and coming home in 3rd place in the 123 is Blake Mosley. Blake, congratulations on a 3rd place here this evening. Yeah, you had a good battle there with Eric for majority of that race. Talk about your race and how it went.
Yeah, Eric, me and him, we had a pretty good battle there, and I got into him a little bit off of 4 when I hit the wall, but I appreciate him running me clean. There was many times there he probably could have dumped me, but the car was real tight early on in the race, and finally at the end it started to come to me, but it was a little too late.
It seemed like you had quite a few issues in turn 3 and 4 with jumping the cushion, getting into the wall. Could you have done anything differently throughout that race to maybe stop from jumping that cushion and getting into the wall?
I probably could have ran a little lower, but that would probably open the door up for someone like Eric or somebody to capitalize on it, and I didn't want to leave it there. So I tried to run a little higher, and finally the cushion formed up a little better, and it was able to get the drive off the corner like I was wanting it to.
Well, man, 3rd place. It's a solid effort, solid night here in the Pro Latemodels. You got any sponsor shouts that you want to give?
Simatics, Dirt Outlaw Series, Coggins Farms, all those guys that come on here and help us. Me and TJ and Jeremy normally run together in this series, and right now me and TJ's got a pretty good little points battle going on. So it's all fun and games for me and him, but when it comes time to get on the track, we're pretty racy.
Blake Mosley in the 123 comes home in 3rd place. Coming home in 2nd place, he put the mirrors on in the final couple of laps and couldn't get the job done. Trevor Collins, congratulations on 2nd. You almost had it, but I guess you made your run just a little bit too late.
Yeah, we put a good battle on there for the last 2 laps, but Thomas came out with the win, and glad he got it. He earned it. So
Talk about the start of that race there. You sort of let Thomas get away from you there. You called back up to him, and then you made a mistake, and the gap was out to about 2 seconds, and you probably spent the next sort of 10 laps trying to reel him in. Once you did that, did you think now, looking back at it, you should have tried to put a slot on a couple of laps earlier?
I think it would have still came with the same outcome. He ran a good race. It's just I probably should have waited till turn 3 and 4 to throw the slider so I could try to get the nose coming off of 4, but I threw it in 1 and 2, hoping I could get around him, and he couldn't get back in front of me in 3 and 4, but it didn't work out that way. So
it's in the top side of the racetrack, be the fast way around. I mean, what's it like running a pro late model cushion being so close to the wall around here?
it's hard. Sometimes you just gotta throw it in there and hope it don't hit the wall, and if you do, you just gotta recover from it and go on.
Well done on second here tonight. Any sponsor shout-outs that you want to give?
I ain't fully sponsored yet, but I'm getting sponsored by A&K Customs. I want to give them a shout out, and also want to give a shout out to SOD for all the help they give me.
Well done on the second, Trevor.
User was moved out of your.
All right, Trevor Collins there in second place and coming home with the win tonight in the 88, leading all 30 laps. Thomas Coggins. Thomas, congratulations on the win. It was all easy out in front in the first 15 to 20 laps, but man, those last half of the race there was certainly tough with Trevor on your backside. You're glad to get the win.
For sure, man. I got a little tight in pretty much halfway through the race, and could feel Trevor breathing down my neck, and then the last couple laps we traded sliders, and I'm just glad I ended up on the good side.
You had a gap of about 2.1 seconds there, about halfway during that race. Were you thinking at that stage or that point of the race that you've got this sewn up, or were you just trying to hit your marks each lap?
I really just trying to hit my marks, man. Like I said, the car was a little tight going into the corners. It felt pretty good coming out. It's just I was concerned throwing it in there if I was going to tap the wall, and I tapped the wall. I don't know, probably about lap 20 or so, and that slowed me up a good bit. And then, like I said, I could feel Trevor breathing down my neck, and I just appreciate him running me clean, and I ran him clean too.
All right, talk about those last 5 laps. He was on your back bumper. He pretty much stayed behind you until those last 2 laps, and when you got 2 laps to the go signal going into 1, he put the big slider. What were you thinking at that stage?
When I saw him throw the slider, I knew I had to back off a little bit and try to catch him coming back off of 2, and it was kind of a numbers game really, because I was trying to figure out if he threw it for 2, I was going to throw it for 1. I was going to throw it for 3. He was going to throw it for 1. And I was going to come out of 4. So I ended up coming out on the good side of it.
Well done on the win, leading all 30 laps here tonight. You must be happy about that. And any sponsor shout-outs you want to give?
I just want to tell Robert I appreciate him broadcasting, running the league, and cinematics as well.
User was
all right, Thomas Coggins there in the 88 with the win here this evening from Victory Lane. Once again, a big thanks to all the drivers that participated here tonight. 12 drivers contesting the Pro Late Models here at Eldora Speedway. Big thanks to everyone that has tuned in, everyone that shared it. We thank you. It is much appreciated. Make sure you check out Hammer Down Leagues on Facebook. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on Hammer Down TV, and make sure you share the page out to all your friends. We're live 7 nights a week. There's racing every night of the week. Tomorrow night, the Street Stocks are back in action, I believe, at Eldora, if I'm not mistaken. And that'll wrap us up here from Eldora for the Pro Late Models. Big thanks to Robert B, and everyone here for the admin team for allowing myself to bring you and call the action here on Hammerdown TV. It's been a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Street Stocks.